Alright. I gotta say, this was one of our favorite games. Um, Wait, was it our favorite game on the Master System or the Super Nintendo? No, no, no. Look, alright, I'm just gonna start. Um, Creepy Alien Storm. No, I remember. I remember there was a version of this game where... Yeah, okay, actually, we never played this on our Master System. We did. We did. I think the I think the novelty was we're playing Alien Storm on our crappy Master System. This is awesome. I don't care if it's one player and the graphics are worse, because I remember being really impressed by that title screen. I can't remember what system, was it Mega Drive or Super Nintendo, but anyway, that title screen, it comes in, it goes like that, and this was like a kind of a Fisher Price version of that, and you're like, that's cool, it's on my Master System, I don't care, I got it at home, I hired it and I'm gonna enjoy it. And it's like you start the game and you get the choice of two characters. The real game, the Mega Drive version, has 3 to choose from, and it's 2 player at the same time. You're like, okay, it's only 1 player, and I've only got 2 characters to choose from. Alright, that's cool, whatever. Start your game. And it's cool, like, you know, I'm gonna choose normal. I remember this game was just horribly unforgiving. Like a lot of games back then. Like, playtesting was a strange... It wasn't heard of. Playtesting was not a thing that happened back then. I always thought this was funny. His laser is essentially a melee attack. That's the best walk animation ever. He's hopping. He's also like really tiny. This is some pretty funky jazzy music for killing aliens. That's cool. That's really original. There he is. There's another hopping guy. Now, yeah, this laser. Like, you got to get up right in their faces and use it. Like, whatever he's got, it's worse than a gun. So, you know, they just dumbed down his attack. Well, okay, I'll explain that in a sec. They just dumbed down his attack for the game so that, you know, the different characters could have different abilities. That missile was just a animation that's triggered when you shoot something at close range. The bins turn into snails. I mean, I was gonna say it was creepy, but nothing's creepy with this music. Cool perspective artwork. I mean, that's good to have in the background. A bit of a change of... I just got shot in the balls by a slime. And there's nothing... You can't evade those bullets. You just gotta shoot it before it gets you. What else? Pink. Just change the palette, and you got new enemies. You know what? This is horrible. I'm dying. Fuck off. I can roll. That's right. I can roll. You can't jump in this game, but you can roll, because they don't want you vertically modifying this game, because that would just fuck up the physics of the world. So you got to roll, which means you can evade if ever you need to, you know, escape, or on the other hand, randomly press it and roll into danger, which is what just nearly happened. Pink. Yep. You know that what they've done to make the enemies more varied is just when you get to a new section, manually tweaks the palette to make monsters green instead of pink, you know. Alright, first person section, I remember this. They had these in the Mega Drive one and the Sega one. This is essentially just friggin' Duck Gallery from the Eka, from the show. I think I'm dying. Okay, they're shooting munchy faces at me and it's hurting me. Oh god. Holy shit. Yeah, that's what I meant. This game is like horribly unforgiving. Okay, so I've got my gun. I got first person here. Let's never mind that the logic of a person entering a building, standing still, and just using their gun like a turret doesn't make any friggin' sense. All this is cool factor. It's a first person sequence in a Master System game. He ran up and he slashed me. I remember, see that guy slashing it looks like a rip-off of the Predator? In the Mega Drive version, this is like the Fisher Price version of the Mega Drive one, which was It's a giant sprite on the screen, and it's a monster. He comes up and he goes, and it's like, whoa! A monster just ripped me in the face. It was like the awesomest graphics I've ever seen. And here, well, they got to put it in the game, but they can't really do a sprite that big on this. So you get that little come up at the front, like smack you in the face, Three Stooges style. See that? Screen scrolled, and the enemy came with him. I hope that's life. I really do. I think it was life. Scratch me in the face. They're easily the hardest enemy, because everything else you kind of get a chance to respond. So fortunately they don't come very much. Whew! I'm surviving. Oh my god! I do remember that being a big deal in the Mega Drive one. In this, it was the easiest enemy. Okay, off we go again with our limited range laser. And shooting the little puke piles that slide along the ground. I'm pretty sure that's what they... Oh, son of a bitch, I remember that. Think he's a goodie? No, he turns into a baddie. Sucker punch. You got green enemies and pink enemies at the same time. Can I have that life, please? Thank you. Wow, it gave me a pixel back. I'm so grateful for that pixel. Pink head. Shoot. Die. I remember that. So, the game triggers the up-close kill animation, and the game's like, yeah, you killed him. And it just kills the enemy before he's finished the animation. Like, yeah, it just gives it to you. It's like, yeah, you did it. So, animation is futile. Just may as well, like, you know, flick his finger and the enemy's dead. Whatever. Game doesn't care. So, these things, clearly a rip-off of Aliens. You know what I mean? I'm getting humped from behind. That's not good. Museum. Yep, totally expected those garbage cans to turn into monsters. Punch. Don't turn into... Okay, good. Lizard, alien. Okay, good. Triggered the up-close shoot animation. Which is any number of variety. Like, that was one of the game's, I guess, little selling point. I died. Two continues. Selling points is that when they run up close and you kill the enemy, he does a cool animation, like a finishing move. Essentially, that's what's going on. Yeah, and this, when it comes to this guy, he's got a punch, a gunshot. It's a waste of animation, really. Like, it doesn't make any difference whichever one he does. It supposedly looks cool, and this game is severely lacking in every other department, and they wasted their time on that. Wasted the art resources and, yeah, programming on making that happen. They should have, added something else. So anyway, I'm back at the museum. It's getting a little repetitive at this point. I'm really lamenting the lack of a second player. Not because I have no friends and no one to play with. It's just that this game, you don't have the option. Don't you dare shoot me with your penile looking... I don't know what that is. It's very Aliens inspired, this. It's like, no, people can't be original sometimes. They just... whatever's cool, they take it and they reuse it instead of coming up with their own thing that's cool. It's kind of sad. Because you know they're doing it. And I think they know they're doing it. But they don't care. Anyway, those guys are innocent. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Just gonna spam right now. They're just lining up for their deaths. As enemies in video games are wont to do. Nothing's changed in like 20 years. Kill the pumpkin head with wings. Life. Awesome. I got life and energy. I remember you have like a super attack. And I think energy is... I'm gonna use it. The Doom! Ballistic missile. Yeah. I think energy is also your life when your life runs out, I think. God, that is a mindfuck. Subway! Anyway, both... Oh, wow. A shooting bit. A running bit. A running bit. Every game needs one of these. It's very exciting. It's like... Super Pro Protect has the best one in existence. And for some reason, this guy gets into the subway and he's like, I'm gonna fucking sprint, man. I'm sick of, walking along shooting these aliens. And you know what? I'm gonna use the long range mode on my gun. Why he doesn't normally do this is never explained. And he's sick of running now. He's out the other end of the subway. Back to his shitty weapon. No explanation. So, I'm dead. No, okay, energy doesn't equate to life. I've got one more continue. I'm gonna start spamming that, ballistic missile. I remember reading that. I remember reading the manual, and that was called a ballistic missile. Do you know why I remember that? Because that was the first time I ever heard the term ballistic missile. I thought it sounded pretty freaking awesome. How cool is that term? Ballistic missile. I mean, it just means it heads downwards, but for some reason the word ballistic, is yeah. It sounds like it's a really dangerous missile. It's a freaking ballistic missile! It just means a missile that heads downwards. I looked that up one time. Ballistic just means it travels directly down. And it does. It travels directly down. I'm going to use it. Because they were annoying me. And I'm really not using up energy before I die, so I better just start spamming that ballistic missile button. Whoa. I'm going to do my best right now. Get as far as I can, because... yeah, laser that doesn't travel like more than 2 feet. Best weapon ever. You can just carry a gun, whatever upgrade you think you've upgraded to in the future with your laser. You took a step backwards. For the sake of gameplay, I think. Alright. Every time you enter a shop, it's first person mode. In this, for some reason, this guy decided, you know what? When I enter a shop, I'm just going to stand still and shoot at everything. Fuck if they hit me. I can take it. I'm a man. I'm like Rambo. Well, orange monsters come up and scratch him in the face, and he just wears it. He's too busy shooting to dodge things. It's like, it's just, the way they slide along when the screen slides along. It's kind of funny. The way they pop up and down. It's pretty comical. I'm getting further than I ever have. Got some life there. So I'm doing pretty well. What is this shop again? Does it say Sega in the background? I think so. Anyway, shoot out the TVs. That's the selling point of the game. It's like you get into a first-person mode and you just like wreak havoc on the store, like, shooting things and stuff blows up. How cool would that be? You know, like they probably saw some scene of an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and thought, that's awesome the way he just like is rotating and shooting and cans are exploding and people are just ducking for cover. Let's make a game with that in it. Let's put that in our game. This is supposed to be really hard. It's not. And yeah, this was a kind of an 80s thing, I suppose. The reality of it is you're just sliding this cursor around, holding the button down. There's no reason to let go of the button. Just gonna pick up my life there. What is he? He doesn't even matter if he dies or lives. Okay, anyway, yeah, this is essentially boiling down to sliding a cursor around, sort of playing a poor version of shooting gallery from your local fairgrounds. And yeah, running stage, nope. We couldn't resist turning one of the goodies into a baddie. I'm not gonna. It's Elvis. I just realized something. This guy, his profile is Elvis. That's how cool he is. He's bringing Elvis back into the future. Oh, good. Leaping penises. I'm gonna die in one more hit. It's gonna be over. This horrible game's gonna be over. Okay, there we go. Wow. That was Alien Storm. With its pulsating, throbbing words. Typical Sega game. Typical Sega port. Cut down in every way. Almost no game left. See you later.